Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, we're here at the conclusion of the AAA Insurance Midwest NHRA Nationals with Top Fuel winner Shawn Langdon. Shawn, who in a repeat of Bristol this year, met up with teammate Tony Schumacher, got the win yet one more time. Shawn, you just mentioned moments ago, hey, might be a surprise to you, but not to the rest of us. Congratulations on your win.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you know, we didn't really have a dominant car in qualifying. We had a car that was fourth, fifth quick. But we just kept picking away at it, and that's kind of been what we've been doing, you know, since we were able to get those two victories. You know, we kind of hit a little bit of a slump, and we had some changes, brought out a new chassis in Indy, and it's, I mean, the car's just responded well. We've had a good car. We just really, you know, a couple little mistakes, you know, in the rounds that we've lost, but, you know, just, it's always easy to look back after the run and see what you did wrong. But all in all, you know, just a great team effort, you know, just working through everything today. Had a couple little struggles, you know, warming the car up before one round and before the semis, and had an ignition issue and while we were warming up, so it was kind of a rush, and I barely got up here in time. But all in all, you know, just the whole Redfield Sandvik team did a great job. Gave me a great race. Phil and Todd did a great job. You know, like I said, just give me a great race car today, and my thing was if I could just hit the gas on time and keep it straight, I felt very good about our chances.
You know, talked about it after that second round win. You went up against number 1 and number 2 in the points coming up into this second race of the championship season. It wasn't an easy road to get here. No,
in reality, it never really is. Any race that you do, it's never easy. But it's, you know, especially running Antron first round is not ideal. You don't want to run your teammates. You know, we work together all year long, and the last thing you want to do is really just knock out your teammate out of contention. But fortunately, we were able to get around him, put ourselves in contention, where we kind of had a shot at the 4 remaining races to have a shot at the championship. But then also to seal it, beating Doug in the second round was very key. So, like I said, it's just the point of just putting ourselves back into contention where we have a shot going to these 4 remaining races. That's all that we can ask for, is just giving ourselves a shot at the championship at the end of the day.
Questions for Shawn Langdon?
Satisfaction on winning the final on a hole shot?
Yeah, I mean, just it's getting the win. You know, I don't know what changed today. I was just really good on the tree, and I don't know what changed. I was racing my sportsman car this weekend, and I lost last night, and I was pretty pissed off about it, to be quite honest. I just, you know, it's throughout the whole year you really treat every race the same. You say you do, but you get into the countdown, there's just that little bit of a spark or an edge that you kind of feel it, you know. And so anytime you lose, it really kind of, you know, pisses you off a little bit. So I think, you know, maybe a little bit of that, maybe a little sportsman racing, you know, and didn't get the job done in that, and kind of. Yeah, it's what you always say when you drive a field car, is like, man, if I just had one more chance at it, I could get them. And, you know, I think doing that gave me that second chance today, and I was able to do a decent job, I guess.
Can you elaborate a little bit, if you can, of just that whole concept, the idea of facing a teammate who's at the top of the standings in that first round?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're running your teammate, and you know, at the end of the day, we're all out to race for ourselves, for our individual teams, but it is a big team effort over there at Schumacher Racing. So, you know, they weren't able to get their car to qualify where they should. They really have a great car, and, you know, even though they qualified 12th, we definitely were not taking Antron lightly in the first round. We know what the Matco team's capable of. Antron, you know, is the best leader in the class, and so I was doing everything that I could, and I know that Phil and Todd were doing everything that they could to, you know, get a good race car, and it was just a great drag race. There's only 2 rounds, or 2 cars that Antron would have lost to first round. That was us and Doug. He would have beat everybody else. Sometimes it's just how you qualify. Just, you know, like Reinhardt says, get the right race at the right time. And, but you know, we were fortunate to get, you know, 4 good races today.
How do you clear your mind when the team's struggling with the ignition or whatever, you know? How do you clear your mind so that when you roll up to the lights, you're just ready to go?
I was actually talking with one of the guys on the team, Ryan Odette. He buckles me in, and we were actually talking about that. And it seems like the more we're in a rush getting into the car, the better we do. And so he kind of made a joke about he's just going to buckle me in the water box, and we laughed about it until we got up here for the final round, and they fired up the funny cars, and he was still strapping me in, and then I kind of had that, oh crap feeling, like, we need to really hurry. This isn't a joke anymore. But You know, I think it just gets your adrenaline up a little bit, you know, and that's a big thing is driving these cars is you got to learn how to maintain the adrenaline, get the adrenaline, but also control the adrenaline. You know, you don't want to get too hyped up in red light. So, but when you have a good team behind you, you know, there's really nothing that you can't overcome. And, you know, I'm just fortunate to be a part of a great team.
And for me, at least, the final run, was that the most perfect run of the weekend for you?
You know, I mean, we really had 4 great runs. You know, we had to make a perfect run against Antron. We had to make a perfect run against Doug. And then, you know, with Richie, he went 0-30 on me in the semis, and we had to make a great run there too. And then obviously, you know, Sarge had probably one of the best cars of the weekend. He was making good runs, and he was 0-45 on the last 2 lights. So, you know, I felt like we were at a little disadvantage going in, you know, maybe a little bit of an underdog going into the final. So, you know, we took a chance at it, and we got put over into the left lane, and we just trusted, you know, each other and what we wanted to do, and, you know, just able to get a great team victory.
Okay.
What was the most satisfying thing? To get home, to get the win and bring home to Wally in the shadow of the arch here at Gateway Motorsports Park?
I'm sorry,
What was the most satisfying thing to take home the Wally today here at Gateway?
Well, you know, I love this facility. I enjoy coming here every year, but I've never done good here. I don't know what it is, and you know, it kind of sometimes you have tracks that you do well at, and some tracks you just can't seem to get a rhythm going. So definitely nice to check it off the list. You know, being out here at St. Louis. But, you know, obviously running Antron first round, knowing he's won the last 4 years here, you know, so this is kind of Antron's track, but I was happy to take it from him.
Shawn, you started the season off 5 first-round losses in a row. Did you expect to be here where you are now with Antron in sight in the lead with 4 races to come?
I did. You know, a lot of people asked us in the beginning of the year after so many first-round losses of, you know, does it make you mad, or are you frustrated, or are you upset? And my answer to everybody was no. I know I have a great team. I know that Don Schumacher puts together great teams. We have great sponsors with Red Fuel, Sam Vic, Toyota. So we're not lacking anything. I mean, Phil and Todd, they know how to win. They've been in championship hunts before. We have a great team. It's just things weren't going our way. So I envisioned it, yes. I definitely envisioned, and that's one of the things when I talked with Don and when I came over last year, that was one of the biggest things why I wanted to be a part of the team, was because I know this team's capable of winning races and contending for the championship. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with how we've progressed throughout the year, and we definitely have a car that's capable of winning championships.
Because this is your first win here at Gateway, does the Wally go anywhere special?
Well, it goes in a box right now because I'm currently moving. So.
I held on to it for you.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, no, I'll definitely. It definitely. I have a couple trophies in that I set up on one particular side to where I can always look at those. That's another little motivation when you wake up in the morning and you look at them. You know, it's why you do it. It's why you love to do what you do. It's why we're lucky to have this job.